Arriving in India and hoping to leave the perils of Partygate behind, handed flowers here instead of fines. Boris Johnson, the first British Prime Minister to visit this state, and given a reception here, he doesn't get much at home anymore. This the view from the Prime Ministerial convoy, flags, fanfare and Boris Johnson billboards as far as the eye could see. The day began with a tribute to Indian peace leader Mahatma Gandhi. As he only too well knows, this a politician who's had so much to spin in recent weeks to keep his premiership turning. And events turn into with the Prime Minister performing a U-turn on trying to get his MPs to block a parliamentary investigation into his behaviour after becoming rattled by a growing Conservative rebellion. You were clearly worried about what Conservative MPs were going to do.
I think it's very important that nobody should say that we're trying to avoid scrutiny.
So why did you try and block the vote?
Because what I don't want to do is to have endless discussion about this when we don't know the conclusion of the
But the Labour amendment doesn't start the inquiry until the Met investigation is concluded, so that is completely illogical.
We just need to get the thing concluded.
You were worried about a Conservative rebellion, weren't you?
I think what I felt was people were saying, look, this looks as though we're trying to stop stuff coming out. I didn't want that. I didn't want people to be able to say that. I don't want this thing endlessly to go on. But if I have absolutely nothing, frankly, to hide here.
Nothing to hide.
No.
Steve Baker, who is a key ally of yours, helped you get elected, a key Brexiteer, said in the Commons today, the PM should now be long gone. He should know the gig is up. That must hurt.
I understand people's feelings. I don't think that that's the right thing to do. I think we've got to wait for the conclusion of the report, and perhaps I could say a bit more then.
But you also said that you wanted to get on with things that matter to voters. Do you think that the issues around rule breaking at number 10 doesn't matter to voters?
No, I don't.
It doesn't matter to them.
I apologise for the things. I apologise deeply for the things we've got wrong. And
you think it's a storm in a Westminster teacup, is it?
No, those are your words. Of course, I think it's serious and it's important. But I also think that we have massive issues that people expect us to address.
You're having a torrid time. Do you really believe that the party, that the country will allow you to lead the Conservative Party into the next general election right here, right now? You're absolutely determined to do that.
Of course I am. And what I'm determined to do is to make sure that we continue with our agenda, which is to unite and level up.
But as day one of his India tour wraps up, the PM's headspace dominated by continued difficulties back home. This a dangerous time to be away. Beth Rigby, Sky News, Gujarat.